It's fair to say that Tim Burton is every goth kid's favorite director. And it's easy to see why.
He was practically the original goth kid himself. The movies he would go on to make would all be greatly influenced by the old classic horror films that he grew up watching. It's safe to say that, like myself, he was also a big fan of vampires. He would eventually get the chance to make a vampire movie of his own. That movie is the 2012 film adaptation of the classic daytime vampire soap opera, Dark Shadows.
What have you done?
Burton made the wise choice of making this movie a period piece, set in the early 1970s, as the original series.
What is the year?
1972.
1972.
It gives the film some unique character, as well as a great soundtrack. Alice Cooper even makes an appearance.
Ugliest woman I've ever seen.
This movie also pays respect to the series. It's a gothic tale that includes not only a vampire, but even an evil witch, a ghost, and even a werewolf as well. If there's one thing I love, it's a good old monster mash. The main character of Barnabas Collins is played by the great Johnny Depp. This is a Tim Burton movie after all. While Johnny Depp playing quirky characters may have become a bit of a cliché at this point, his characterization of an 18th century vampire waking up after hundreds of years of sleep fits very well with the fish out of water story this movie has.
Mephistopheles.
Ava Green also gives an equally great performance as the jealous evil witch Angelique, whose affections are spurned by Barnabas, leading her to trapping Barnabas underground for hundreds of years. My favorite scene in the whole movie is when Barnabas is uncovered and awakened for the first time. Needless to say, after being buried for so long, he wakes up with an appetite and proceeds to chow down on the workers who uncovered him. It's a surprisingly vicious scene from our hero character, and it does a great job of setting the tone for the character.
I am terribly sorry. Cannot imagine how thirsty I am.
There's also a fun scene later with Barnabas and Angelique knocking boots, in one of the most violent ways possible.
My last, my everything, and the answer to all my dreams.
Makes me kind of jealous. As vampire movies and characters go, I believe that Johnny Depp's portrayal of Barnabas Collins is one of his greatest. His use of language for the character is a real beauty to experience.
You may strategically place your wonderful lips upon my posterior and kiss it repeatedly.
If you need just one reason to watch this movie, then it's for his performance. I wish we would have gotten a sequel to this movie, but alas, it did not do well enough at the box office for them to make one, and that's a shame. This is a great movie for fans of creepy and dark tales. If you're a goth kid just like Tim Burton was, and haven't seen this movie, then I suggest you fix that as soon as possible.
As a fellow creepy goth kid who hangs out in cemeteries a lot, I can't recommend it enough.
Have at me, Lucifer. My soul is prepared.